If someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. You don't need a dissertation on their dysfunction, so stop giving people retakes.
Yep. I mean, preach.
Read the sign. It's usually blinking above their head.
Usually it's the big one above their head that's really bright.
And just because the bulb goes out doesn't mean the sign's not there.
Yeah.
It's still there. They still the same.
Yep. I mean, that's something that I had learned the hard way over and over again.
Welcome to I Am Her, where spiritual meets spicy, F-bombs meet forgiveness, and shadow work occasionally throws glitter.
Welcome, everyone, to I Am Her, episode number 12. We're in the tween years.
Right? Wait, isn't that on the Seahawks? Isn't 12 Lynch's number?
Oh, the 12th
Marshawn Lynch?
I don't know.
I'm looking it up.
But it's the 12th man. Is that a Mariners thing or a Seahawks thing?
I don't know what that is. I just think, hold on. Marshawn Lynch number.
Yeah, I'm not privy to that. I'm not.
You don't know the Seahawks? The Seahawks?
I only know of them because I lived there, but I don't follow football.
I lied. He's 24. I'm not even on point.
Well, 12 times 2 is 24.
Is 12. Maybe I am thinking of Mariners. I don't know. I don't do sports. Marshawn Lynch did not wear number 12. I got it. Who did? Oh, 12th man. What does it mean? The number 12 is retired by the Seahawks to honor their fans who are known as the 12s or 12th man. How did you know that?
Well, because I'm from Seattle and it's all over Seattle. Just
got me. I got me. Anywho, episode 12.
Episode 12. Whoop, whoop. Anyway, I am Emmy.
I'm Thylene.
And we're so glad you're here. Yay, yay, yay. Okay, so what did the day bring for you, Thylene? Anything fun? Anything exciting?
So I don't know. In Oregon, we call them DMV. Here, Department of Licensing, I guess. Anyway, I had to get my real ID because I've been traveling without one. And I think I told a story on another episode where I broke down in tears because they took everything out of my backpack and it was a bad day. Anyway, I was there getting my real ID, but they said they had a document digitally the last time I was there, but I didn't have my birth certificate. So I lost that and ordered another birth certificate. So I got my birth certificate, came in, okay, let's go. And they're like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have this digital document. And I'm like, you're joking, right? And they're like, no, we're not. So I had to go home and open boxes and find the document that they needed. But I will say I should buy a lottery ticket today or tomorrow maybe, because the document that was needed was in the second box that I opened. Freaking love that. So yay. And also it was really expensive because they were like, do you want to come back here in 4 years or do you want to come back in 8? I was like, you guys are great, but 8. Because my license is expiring in 12 months.
Right.
And so they were like, how long do you want to go? And I was like, well, how far can I go? Can I do 15? And they're like, no, you can do 8. Can I like get the forever license where I never have to come back?
Do they have that there?
No, but they made me do an eye test.
Oh yeah.
And which I haven't had to do ever, like, except for, I think the last time I did an eye test for an ID was like when I got it, like when I was 15 or 16. So I was like, you're joking, right? And he's like, no. Tell me why I looked at it. And he's like, tell me row 3. And I was like, I mean, I am a really great actress, in case anybody wanted to know. But if, like, my eyes were, like, hurting after, but I didn't let him know. But it's just subtle. It's not like, you know, he's like, do you wear glasses? I'm like, no. I did go in to, like, do tests and get glasses. But I don't wear them because they hurt my eyes. Like, they're not, I probably don't need them. I'm just adjusting.
We have to do them every time here. But the cool thing is you can renew by mail here. And so
I think we can too, but I needed a real ID. So do you just like every 2 years or whatever, you just like pay money and send something in?
Yeah, it's 4 years. And then you can,
okay.
They send you a form if you want to renew your license by mail, and you just take it to like an eye doctor or something, and they can do your eye test for you there. And so you don't actually have to go to the DMV as long as your license hasn't already expired and your name's not changed or anything like that. You can do it by mail. It's actually pretty handy.
Yeah. Well, that was fun, and also $150. So so I did that, and then I worked, and then I got my lashes done and my tinsel.
Yay! It looks so beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you. I love it. I'm kind of obsessed with tinsel. I don't see myself not having it. So, anywho, what did you do, Emmylou?
What did you do, Emmylou? I like that. You're a poet and you didn't even know it.
On my good days, yes.
Fantastic. I didn't do anything exciting. I just worked. You know, nothing to write home about. That's all I have.
That's so exciting.
That's all I have.
That is literally, I can't wait until we record these and we're like, what did you do today? Oh, I'm just at the Virgin Islands, like sipping in my cabana.
Oh, I did buy a plane ticket to go see my mom and my 2 oldest kids in a couple of weeks for a couple of days.
Oh, for Christmas?
I did that today. So I'm excited for that. It'll be a quick trip, but it's okay. It's at least I get to see 1, 2, 3 of my grandkids, 2 of my kids, and my mom.
I love that for you.
Because they all live in the same area. And then my son is in the Air Force, and he's getting stationed at Biloxi, Mississippi. And so they're moving in January. So
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, there's an Air Force
Biloxi.
base there. Biloxi, Mississippi. That's going to be one of our girls' trips. It was supposed to happen in October.
Oh, is that where the water place is? Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'd still have to go.
Yeah, but there was too much going on, so we just didn't do it. But anywho, that's what I did. So I'm pretty excited about that trip. And I worked on a funnel for a retreat for some pretty cool peeps today.
Ma'am, miss, nothing to write home about.
Yeah, and that's it. That's all I did.
God.
Yeah,
like,
that was right after I...
Sounds like you did some cool shit today.
That was right after I clocked out at 5. I got to work on that.
So like your whole exciting part of the day happened from like 5 to 7.
Yeah, it's continuing on now.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Because of me. I know.
Well, the plane ticket I bought at like noon. No, that actually was this morning at 7:30. I told my mom about it about noon. So, yeah.
Well.
So there you have it. Okay, so moving on. It's time for Tarot Time with Thylene.
Okay, so my favorite part is the dance, Avi. So, woo!
All right, while you're doing that though, you know what time it is.
Oh, it's the sunflower one.
Sunshine Naturally Essenced LaCroix. 0 sodium, 0 sweetener, 0 calorie, fuzzy water. Carry on.
Carry on. Cheerio. So, y'all, the collective is shook right now. The collective is shook. I have 3 of Swords. Swords is mind. We are in our heads right now. Now, we are moving into 2026 is the year of the horse, which is freedom. And in order to get to freedom, you have to release the past. Old patterns, old ways of doing things. It's got to go. People, places, things. I'm moving. You guys have to excuse me. I got my lashes done a couple hours ago and they're sticking a little bit. Anywho, yeah, we got to get rid of that shit, dude. So the 3 of Swords is just this immense grief or sorrow. And Em and I have talked a lot about grief. And grief can look like so many different things. Grief can be the loss of a relationship. Grief could be the loss of someone here on earth. But grief can also be the loss of your identity and self. Or grieving the life that you thought you would have through divorce that you never actually got. That is a deep, immense grief that you have to feel. And so this whole year we've been shedding, year of the snake. We're shedding, we're going through all of these feelings. We're working through everything and we're shedding all the things that no longer serve us. And so this final roundabout, that's not the word I'm looking for. This final stretch of, what year are we in? 2025 is shedding that last bit of deep, dark, crap that we're carrying. You're meant to finish shedding that and walk into the light of 2026. This year, you all, this year is about to be so lit. I feel like I'm talking like my teenager. Multiple times I've caught myself and I'm so proud of myself. I'm using all the terms that my 16-year-old taught me.
Well, it fits in well since we're on episode 12, which is the tween years. So you're fitting right in.
Fair. And so what I'm really trying to say is we got the Devil card and we got the 3 of Swords. So if you are watching on a platform that has the video, I'd love for you to look at these cards, feel them. The 3 of Hearts is 3 swords going straight through your heart. And the Devil card represents the patterns and what's the word I'm looking for? Dependency or obsession. We're being called to face these head on in these last few weeks of this year and be real with ourselves. I do actually have this. I'm not mad at it, but it no longer serves me. And this can be with a person, a thought process. It can literally be anything. Everyone's different. Everyone has a different level that they're in. But as a collective, we're being called to feel those feelings, the ones that we put off. Just stab it through the heart, let it bleed. And I know that's really like graphic, but like it's true. Do it, feel it, release it, because until you do, you're holding on to things that no longer serve you. And 2026, if you allow it, is going to be the most free and fabulous year of your life. I'm telling you right now. But you have to release these things that kind of tie you down. And what I see is a lot of times when the devil card comes out, what I see is this cage, and the door is open. It's not locked. But you don't walk out of that. You stay in there because you think you have to. Because it's safe. Because everything in there is predictable. It's what you know. But what you don't know is you're not held or locked in there at all. The gate's already open. You just have to have the courage to step out. And once you do, that's you stepping into 2026. Once you step into 2026, you are going to be like, oh my gosh, I should have done that a long time ago. 2026 is going to be, it's going to be big. It's going to be so good. Where's my awesome? Awesome.
Awesome.
That's 2026. You're welcome. Where's my dance party? We got to dance it out.
Oh, you need to dance on your way out.
Mm-hmm.
I wish that was a little longer.
Me too, but that was literally like, what's his name?
Carlton Banks.
No, it was worse than that. It was It's a Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood.
Mr. Rogers.
That's what it was.
I need that song.
Would you be mine? Would you be my neighbor?
Won't you be my neighbor? Have you seen the movie with Tom Hanks?
I don't remember.
It's pretty good. Tom Hanks does a mean Mr. Rogers.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen that, but yeah. I could.
Yeah.
I don't really watch stuff anymore, though.
Oh, just sometime when you're just laying in bed or whatever, and maybe you
the only time I really watch stuff is when I'm like sick, you know?
Yeah.
Really.
I watch Friends every night. I
know you do. Yeah. I was just deciding before we got on tonight that I was going to watch Harry Potter because it's Christmas time. I'm like, okay, it's time for a Harry Potter marathon. It's got to happen. Okay, over to you, Em, for Soul Word Segment.
Yeah, it's time for the Soul Word Segment.
Nailed it.
Oh. No. That wasn't the one I was thinking of. Okay. Anywho. But you were talking about like a bird in a cage, like being trapped in a cage. So it really was
exactly how it was supposed to be.
Impeccable timing. Impeccable.
All I can think of is impossible for a plain yellow pumpkin to become a wooden carriage.
What is that from?
The Brandy Cinderella with Whitney Houston.
Oh, with Whitney Houston. That's old. Yeah.
It's not that old.
Yeah, she's been gone a while.
I know.
I know we don't like to think about it, but it's true.
Impossible. Maybe I'll watch that too.
Back to the Future came out like 40 years ago.
I never was a huge Back to the Future fan. I've seen it, but I've never really paid attention to the whole movie before.
All right, but I digress. Okay. Back to the soul word segment. This is pretty much how our brains work too. Okay, so we have just gone through one full cycle of the soul word story method. If you missed any parts, go back and listen again. Now we're moving into cycle number 2. And this one is going to be a little bit different. And it's supposed to feel a little bit different. So your second word might carry a new tone. It could be lighter, heavier, more raw, or more resolved. And you may be surprised by what rises this time compared to what rose last time. And that's the beauty of the method, because every word reveals a different facet of your story. And each cycle that you do leads you deeper into the place that you need to be. Even though you might not want to be, you need to be. So, what you need to keep in mind when you're moving forward into this second cycle is you're not starting over, you're continuing. The process may feel easier or harder. Don't judge it. Just notice how you feel and honor your pace. And you might begin to see themes emerge as you go through this. So pay attention to the threads that connect your words. And it's not about perfection. Just remember that. This is about presence, just showing up for the story that you still have buried deep inside. So just take a breath and choose your next soul word that you want to focus on during this soul word cycle, and then let it take you where you need to go next. So, that being said, I know I gave you all several words before, but one kind of came to my head as Thylene was talking, and I know she's going to laugh as soon as I say this word, but it's not in the way that y'all might think. The word is bondage. Okay? So, but it's not bondage in the way y'all might think. Okay? Mm-hmm. Do you have a comment you'd like to say before I move forward?
I mean, not unless you want to come over here and tie me up.
I mean, it would take 18 hours for me to drive there, but if I start now, let's see.
Some things are worth the wait.
It's 9:23 p.m. All right. Okay. Yep, I'll get there about 4 p.m. tomorrow afternoon.
Perfect. Right. I'll be ready.
Sweet. Okay. Anyhow, the word is bondage, and why I chose that is because this has been a theme, a pattern that's been happening in my brain the last few weeks, just about things that keep coming up, old patterns, old things that tied me down, essentially, because old belief systems, old habits, old ways of doing things, and old mindsets that keep creeping back. And those things are the things that I feel like those are the ties that still bind me in certain situations. Like when I start to feel like things are going good, then the doubt creeps in. And so that's something I know that I need to work on. So that's what I mean by bondage. What is holding you down? What is holding you back? And what is keeping you from moving forward to the place that you deserve to be? So, there you go.
Wow, ma'am. That was a wild ride, because I started in bondage and I ended in this really beautiful, like, I don't know. Sometimes when you open your mouth and you say the words, I am really inspired, Em.
Well, thanks. Does that mean I can forego my road trip?
Fine.
All right.
You're so boring.
No, I know. I mean, I didn't do anything today.
Anything at all. I didn't do anything, just the mundane, but I booked a flight and I built this whole website. Here you go.
No big. No
biggie. It's just the norm, the everyday.
Yeah.
I cannot with you.
So now we're moving in. I tried to find one that did swoosh, swoosh, swoosh back and forth, and I couldn't. So I have to
just do it 6 times. Tap, tap, tap.
3's good. Okay.
3 works. I'm here for 3. 3 is a good number.
Yeah. So now we're moving into what Thylene likes me to call the meat of the episode.
And not the guts.
Not the guts, the meat. Like the Arby's commercial. We have the meats. Like that. We have the meat. I don't watch
commercials.
Here. We have the meat here.
I don't watch commercials.
Well, now you know Arby's commercial. You don't have to watch it anymore.
Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome. Listen, Linda.
What is our meat, ma'am? Oh, yeah.
Listen, Linda. If y'all do not know, listen, Linda, you've been living under a rock.
All right.
Go look it up. Listen, Linda.
It's life.
So we just have a few Listen, Linda moments that we're just going to talk about, pick apart, analyze, whatever you want to call it. You know, and you might relate to some of these. These might hit you deep because this might be your Listen, Linda moment. Okay? Mm-hmm. All right. Listen, Linda. You didn't miss the sign. The sign was 6 feet tall, neon, and literally said, run. You ignored it because he smelled nice. So let's get real.
Are we talking about, red flags?
Probs. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you relate to that one? Have you ever not run? Have you ever had a neon sign come up and said run, and you're like, no, I just like the colors of
it's so pretty.
Yeah, you want to admire the colors of the sign, so you just stay there.
Only my whole life. Why do you think I worked so hard to unlearn the conditioning of my life?
Fair. That's a big sign.
That's a big sign.
Yeah, that's a big sign. Yeah. All right. Here's the next one. Listen, Linda. You can't heal when your inner work includes texting people who should have been blocked during Mercury retrograde 2019. Your phone is legit a haunted house at this point.
I feel attacked.
Yeah. You know, I find people on Facebook that I probably have no business even talking to because they didn't like me then. Why? Why
would they like me now?
They just pop into my head and I'm like, hey, I'm thinking about you. Wanted to say hi. And then they don't ever respond. And that's fine. That's my sign. I
definitely don't do that. But I do have, even recently, since I've healed, definitely talk to people and given the time of day to people that I shouldn't have. Literally walking neon signs and I'm like, hey, how are you? No, you know better. I'm chasing the wrong feeling.
Yeah, I
don't know why I'm all about songs today though, because I'm like, I got a feeling. Anyway, I don't know why songs are in my head today, but we'll roll with it. What were you saying, Em? Before my song so rudely interrupted?
I don't remember, so let's move on to the next one.
Fatty. So fatty.
Listen, Linda. Don't say you're in your soft era when you're mentally fighting everyone in a 12-mile radius. Your vibe is soft girl aesthetic, WWE energy.
Well, I mean, listen, we all have ups and downs.
I was going to say, like, there are some days when, you know, you're nice on the outside, but inside you're just, you know, thinking every way to dig
You're
a
like,
deep
come at
hole
me, bro. Come at me.
and throw them in it.
Well,
you know?
but, and here's the thing. Some people think that healing, like you reach a certain point and you're just like, like, no, it's like this, it's like that. Like people are going to be like, I thought she healed and she's saying and she's in her soft girl. Like, so what if I have 2 days where I'm an aggressive bitch, you know? Like, and
only 2, you're
healing
lucky.
is I mean, a lot of times it's more than that. But healing, my point is healing doesn't end. The journey just never ends. And so, like, some days you're going to catch me and I'm going to, you know, regress a bit. I'm going to be a little bit in a tizzy. But that doesn't mean that I haven't done the work. It just means you caught me in a moment where I'm going through my cycle and my capacity is a little low for you.
Yeah.
So
there was a meme that went around. I actually printed it out and had it hung outside of my cube at one of my jobs many years ago. I think it says something to the effect of, don't quote me because it's not these exact words, but I only have enough patience for one person today, and it's not you, and tomorrow's not looking good either, or something like that. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody needs to give everybody grace, you know? Like, don't poke the bear. Do not go and collect $200. Like, some days we just need to give people grace. We all need to take a deep breath and just chill out.
Yeah. Listen, Linda, you're not waiting for the right moment. You're dodging that task like it's your ex at Walmart. Just admit you don't want to do it and move on. There's a saying from Friends. There's an episode of Friends where they ask Phoebe if she wants to come along and help with something, and she says, I would, but I don't want to.
Yeah. If everyone would act this way, the world would be a better place.
Yeah.
And there'd be a lot less pent up anger and people who are at their wit's end, you know?
Yeah, if you don't want to do it, just say, I don't want to do it. I don't have the energy for that. No, thank you. Something. Mm-hmm. I mean, obviously there's some things that you got to do even though you don't want to do, like us at our 9 to 5s, you know, we got to do even though we don't want to do it. You know. But just saying. If it comes to a personal choice and you don't want to do it and you have the ability to say no, then say no.
Say no.
Yeah.
We already know how I feel about no, the word no. So it's a complete sentence. So
listen, Linda, if you're asking, is this a red flag? Girl, it's a damn parade. There's a marching band, there are floats, and you are the Grand Marshal.
Yeah.
Here's your sign. There's
Usually it's a neon sign.
There's a parade.
Mm-hmm.
With a bunch of red flags.
Yep. But the beauty is that you have a choice. So, you know, if you want to repeat old patterns and learn the same lesson again, that's your prerogative, you know? If those red flags look so pretty that you want to run right into the crowd, like, you know, that's on you. Like, I support you. I'll be here when you're ready to cry and move on.
Yeah. Listen, Linda, You're not protecting your peace. You just don't want to wear pants or talk to humans. That's valid, but let's label it accurately.
I mean...
Do you say you're protecting your peace when you don't want to go somewhere? I've never said that.
No, because I don't explain myself.
I'm going to try that sometime to John.
Say what?
I'm protecting my peace. I don't want to go anywhere.
I mean, it's a valid thing to say. I just usually say no. And when they say why, I say, because I don't want to.
I think he's going to listen to this. And next time I ask him if he wants to go do something,
he'll already know. He'll say it to you.
I'm protecting my peace.
Probably.
Yeah. Listen, Linda, if someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. You don't need a dissertation on their dysfunction, so stop giving people retakes.
Yep. I mean, preach.
Read the sign. It's usually blinking above their head.
Usually it's the big one above their head that's really bright.
And just because the bulb goes out doesn't mean the sign's not there.
Yeah.
It's still there. They still the same.
Yep. I mean, that's something that I had learned the hard way over and over again. As people pleasers, it's really hard to not see somebody at their best, at their potential, and act from there. So, I mean, I get this one in a huge way because I just want to love on everyone and, and give them the benefit of the doubt. But what I didn't realize I was doing is I was giving anyone and everyone that I was treating like that a piece of me every time, and then there was nothing left of me. And then kept giving after that too. So yeah, I mean, I relate to this one. I feel so called out in these moments, and it's so funny because it's it's fine though, because it's a mirror. Like if something is said and it stirs an emotion within you, that's where you start.
Well, I think this last one too, if someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. I had such a hard time, reading the clues and reading between the lines and all the subliminal messages that I should have paid attention to, so, and I always made excuses as to why, they didn't mean it, or, they said it'll never happen again, or they promised, or, I cannot tell you how many times the 4 words I cannot fucking stand in any relationship is, I promise I'll change. Nope. I heard that so many times from so many people, and I believed it. And so I would give them the benefit of the doubt. If you say those words to me, we just can't be friends anymore. We can't have a relationship, whatever that is, because that's to me, it's like saying, I'm not going to lie. And then you say something. If you preface it with, I'm not going to lie, I don't believe a fucking thing that you say.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah. I feel that.
So.
It's accurate.
Yeah. Listen, Linda, if you're manifesting someone back who already left you twice, that's not alignment. That's recycling. Take the trash out.
This is my favorite one. This is by far my favorite one, and I was not expecting that. But what the fucking accuracy? Read it again, Em.
If you're manifesting someone back who already left you twice, that's not alignment. That's recycling. Take the trash out. I feel like this can go for a romantic relationship, friendships.
I mean, it can go for any of them, but I really resonate in the romantic relationship department because, and it goes with the last one too. When people show you who they are, believe it, and then I wouldn't believe it, or I would believe their words more than their actions, and then I'm like, I manifested this great blah, blah, blah. And then it's like, oh, it's the same thing because their words don't match their actions. So their words only go so far. And then the old patterns come in and you're like, oh, I'm like, you feel like an idiot. Like, I'm an idiot, you know? And it's like, how many times do you want to repeat the idiocy cycle? Like, take the fucking trash out and leave it. You know?
Yeah, don't go rooting through your trash and pull the shit back out. No. It fucking stinks. It's got mold. Don't leave it in the trash.
Leave it.
I mean, I know people that have been in relationships, the back and forth, they break up, they back together, back and forth, break up, back together.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them just recently got married to that same person. And
I've seen that so many times.
He's the love of my life. And this is match made in heaven. And fucking no, dude. It is literally a dumpster fire inside of a train wreck. There's like...
I can think of at least 3 people who did that, like got back, and then got married and had kids. But here's the thing, for lack of better words, you can lead a horse to water, but they have to drink. And so all I can do is be a good friend to those people. And if I have the capacity to walk through it with them, I can. If I don't have the capacity, I know my boundaries now, and I'll let them know, like, I love you, but I can't, not tonight. Like, I can't come and listen to your 9,000th time of the same thing, right? And it's not in judgment. That's not in judgment. It's just protecting my peace. Because it also, especially for an empath, can be really hard to give that space to people and have them do it over and over, because you feel it just as much as they do, which can be kind of exhausting. But I do see myself as a friend who will be there for you, in the sense of, I love you and I'm your sounding board, like, for sure. And I'll tell you my opinion on it if you want it. Like, I always ask, like, are you just trying to tell me these things, or do you want me to react and have, like, an opinion? And they always want my opinion. And I would like to think that it helps, you know, but you have to be the one to pull yourself out of your cycles. No one else can do that for you. And so many of us get into this, like, never ending cycle of whatever it is that we're addicted, or like whatever feeling we are seeking. And then we get upset when we bring the trash back in.
I think for me, I can be a friend and I can listen up until I can feel that it's starting to affect my own well-being, because I was in that place for so long. You know, I took people's problems on as my own, and I was in a severe depression, and it wasn't even mine to carry. Mm-hmm. And so I know those signs now, and so I can listen and be there for you until I start to feel them. And then I'm going to have to just say, I love you, but you need to stay over there until you get this figured out, because I can't do anything for you.
Yeah.
You know?
And I also think it's for growth. Like, I am in a different place now than I was before. Like, I also was in, like, what you're talking about, where it would affect me to the point where I was just, like, angry and I didn't know why, and it wasn't even mine. And so I can say now, there isn't anyone that I've met that I've had to remove or, like, cut off. Maybe, like, take a little space, and, like, maybe I don't go this night because I know how it's going to go and I just don't have the capacity for it. Something like that. But I've never had to, like, not be friends with someone since I healed, I would say. My point is that my capacity and my growth is a lot bigger. And so because I can, like you were saying, I know my boundaries and I can fill my cup, and I'm in a different space now. I have a lot more capacity for that than I used to. So I haven't met someone who has put me in that position yet in the last like 3 years. But you know, there's a first time for everything. And then that's just growth. That's my next ceiling, right? That's my next, ooh, why did it feel like that? And is it something inner child? You know what I mean? You start asking it questions and figure it out from there.
Yeah. So I haven't had to do it in a couple of years as well, but I hate to say that I judge people ahead of time, but I do kind of prejudge people. If I get the feeling that you're the type that you just take drama everywhere you walk, I'm not walking the same path as you. I'm choosing that way before it even gets to that point. You know, and I don't have a lot of those people in my life anymore because I feel like I'm attracting a different vibe of people.
Yeah.
And
but also, I don't think it's prejudging. I think it's awareness. Like, I don't think that, because prejudging has like a negative connotation to it, but that's not what you're doing. You're just more aware of your body and yourself and your needs. And you're realizing when you come into contact with energy or auras that are like oil and water, you know? Yeah. And you're like, oh, that doesn't feel good. That's not prejudging. You're not saying they're a bad person or whatever. You're just saying that doesn't mix well with where I'm going. And so I'm going to respectfully take a step back, you know?
Yeah.
And I think that that's a lot different. If you were judging, it'd be like, ooh, that person has daddy issues. And like, and I don't think you do that at all. Like, I think that you just are very aware now as we are in our growth. And when you come in contact with someone that is has a very big negative ball around them, you're like, I know that negative ball. No, thank you. Like, used to have one of those and a few of other people's that I carried. No, thank you.
All right. Listen, Linda, if you're stalking their profile from a burner account, you're not healed.
Ew.
You're a Sherlock Holmes, so put the magnifying glass down.
You're a Sherlock Holmes. Hey, sometimes in the past, that's been necessary. I feel like a lot of my skills in my job that I use now came from my FBI skills in relationships. Like, I got real good at, right? Like,
I still do it. I mean, people will call me and be like, hey, can you go try to find any information on this person? Like, yeah, there's a handful of people that will still tell me to do that. And I mean, I don't use any other account. I don't have any accounts that I don't use anymore.
That's icky.
I did. Energy. I have in the past.
You have? I've never done that.
Yep. I created one to catch somebody, and I found some pretty spicy stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, I think but if you're stalking somebody's profile, you have to create a whole separate account. Take the time, take the energy to do that.
Yeah.
You're fucking obsessed and you need help.
Do you know what that is? The devil card. That's devil card energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've never done that. I have dug real deep in certain situations and certain cheating situations, not me, but the other person, to be like, who, what, where, when, why, because I'm and this is something that I'm working on, that I've worked really hard on. I need to know. And sometimes what I found in my process is that accept it, right? Like, accepting it for what it is good enough. You don't need to know. So, and that's, that can go real deep, the balance between the two, because I do think that knowing things, naming it, allows you to release it. But in some situations, sometimes it's better to just accept it for what it was, take the knowledge and whatever silver lining that you can find and move on.
Yeah.
So
that's good. Ooh, that deserves
Oh, thank you.
Listen, Linda, you're not emotionally unavailable. You're exhausted from carrying everybody else's nonsense. So drop the weight and pick yourself. I feel like we've touched on that a little bit already.
Mm-hmm.
But it's true.
That's so good.
Because if you really think about it, like how much of our stuff do we say, well, this person and this person, not necessarily blaming the person, but a lot of it ties back to someone else. Mm-hmm. You know, there's a lot of times that it does. And we might not even mean to do it, but that just means that subconsciously we are carrying shit we don't need to carry because it's not ours to carry.
Mm-hmm. I don't feel like this one, I can't relate to this one really anymore. Not to say that different situations won't come up and like touch on the energy of that, but I just can't. I think it's really good to remember and hear it. But it's just not something that exists in my sphere anymore. So I can't relate to that anymore.
I can't relate to it anymore, but I used to, in the past. And sometimes I find myself slipping into it. But once I realize that I'm starting to, I don't know, point the finger for lack of a better term, I kind of take a step back and think, what is it about me though? Like I need to take a look at myself and not worry about that person.
My sister used to tell me, if you're pointing one finger at yourself, you're pointing 3 more back at you. And that really landed with me. Like I have, from that moment, every time I feel like they, I'm like, okay, well, what's my part in it?
Yeah.
How did I stir this shit up? And what do I need to apologize for anything, or do I need to heal anything? And then if I ask those questions and it's not anywhere in my energy, then I'm like, okay, now I can move forward and act appropriately. But I do think that people show up as mirrors in our lives. And so it's really important that when you start saying, I don't like that person, or I don't mix well here or there, it's like, well, what is that bringing up within you? Yeah. That's just kind of my thought process on that.
Yep. Okay. All right. And the last one. Think back to our last episode when you felt like you needed permission to have a live list. Okay? Listen, Linda. When you say, I'm not mad, but slam every cabinet like it's an Olympic sport, you're mad. And we fully support you.
Yeah.
If you need permission to be mad, but say you're mad. Don't say, I'm fine.
Honest. I'm fine.
Again, there's a Friends quote when Ross gets really drunk because he finds out that Joey and Rachel kissed.
Oh.
And he starts drinking a lot of margaritas. And he says, it's fine. Everything's fine. I don't know why my words are coming out all squeaky because I'm fine. You know, if you're not fine, say you're not fine.
And it's okay to not be okay.
And we fully support you.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this is a big one, is facing the shit, right? Accepting it and for what it is. Like, I feel, especially women, this is a big one for women, like the world is burning around us and we're like, it's fine, everything's fine, and we're just in survival mode, trying to make sure everyone is happy and the ship doesn't sink, and add empathic shit to it. So imagine, like, and this is how it was for me. Sometimes it's like, I'll be like, oh, I did it and everything's good. The kids are good. And I'd be in the kitchen and then my husband would come down and like literally slam a cupboard or do whatever. And then I would take that energy on because I had no protections. I had no like wherewithal or understanding of awareness in that space. And so it just flowed into me. And then I'd be pissed. And then we're both looking for a fight. And I'm like, I wasn't even mad. Like, you know? And so if we can be aware that we're not okay and it's okay and breathe through it and like start building a good tool belt, then and on your tool belt could be a trip to the Maldives, or it could just be a massage, you know, like everyone's different, but accepting that things aren't okay and feeling it is so important. Otherwise it stacks, and then explodes. Right? Just saying. I've been there, done that. I've felt it. And I've built the tools on my tool belt to make sure that when I do feel that way, I have options to so that I don't go into autopilot of negative emotion, you know?
Yeah.
All easy problems have already been solved.
All right.
Yeah. Thank you for coming to our TED Talk. all of your problems have been solved in this one episode.
You're so welcome.
Pay attention to the red flags. Make sure you're not
everything's fine.
the MC of the parade.
Yes.
Read the fucking neon sign. And leave the trash outside.
Please, for the love of all that is good.
Don't go rooting through the trash.
You are not a raccoon.
Although I will say, you know, over here where we live, they go clear people's houses out of shit they just left when they moved.
Uh-huh.
There's some pretty nice stuff over there. I'm just
so
saying.
Happy for you.
Yeah. We've taken advantage of it. Like brand new stuff. They literally will just take it over there and set it right next to the dumpsters. And the garbage people don't take big things. So they sit there for like a couple weeks. Like brand new dressers, like all kinds of nice stuff, like solid wood stuff. Yeah.
Did I tell you about what my dumpster story?
No.
Oh. So I was taking the trash out. Actually, I was taking dog poop to the trash can. And like I live in apartments right now, and so it's like those big dumpsters. And I look down and there's this little shoebox, and I'm like, I mean, when you're buying the trash, you don't go through the trash, but something told me like, look at those. And I opened it, and it was brand new Air Force Ones with the all white with the stuffing still in it, like never even worn. And I was like, those aren't gonna fit me. And something told me, just take them inside. Zoe will grow into them. So I grabbed them and I took them inside. And then Zoe's like, Mom, try them on. I'm like, they're not gonna fit me. Actually, they do fit me, and they're right here.
Woo.
Like, and I've wore them a few times. I mean, Air Force Ones, like, in case you were wondering, they're not comfortable. I was like, oh, good tennis shoe, cute. No, they aren't comfortable. But I mean, look how white they like. They're perfect. And I wore them like on a couple of outings. I wore them to the Mariners game, and Cal hit the home run on that one. So
there you go. So this is an exception to, you know,
the dumpster diving rule.
Take the trash back inside. Yes.
I just screwed up our whole point.
Take the trash back inside. It's
Unless
okay.
your inner divine person says, pick it up.
Right. Yes. Well,
Except for not.
I'm glad that you listened to that inner voice about those tennis shoes. And now you realize that they're not everything that's cracked up to be.
Hey, yes, but also a good point is that in order for you to, I mean, by all means, leave the trash in the trash. But you also have to know that there are good people, good men in the world. If you are just like, that's trash, that was trash, and that's all you focus on, that's what you're going to bring more of. So, in tandem with leave it in the trash, also open up yourself to know that you can attract really great people. To know that there are good men in the world. If you say all the good men are taken or all blah, blah, then yeah, they are. And in your sphere of energy, that is what you will catch out in your daily life because you're not open to it. Yeah. But when you start saying there are beautiful men that are just as worthy as I am and can love to the fullest, right? Like whatever that looks like to you, say it, attract it. So that's just the other side of it. That's all I got.
Well, that is wonderful and deserves a little.
Oh, that's a cute one. I love that. That's Tinkerbell.
Yeah. So, okay. Well, I feel like we've had a pretty good talk. So let's move in to her vibe check. So I think for me, it is just that it's okay to say you don't want to do something. Because for a really long time, and it might sound funny that this is my biggest takeaway from this because, you know, with all the shit that I've been through and as the growth that I've had, I still do find myself doing things begrudgingly. Simply because I'm still healing that part of myself that I felt like I had to for the acceptance and for, you know, because that's what I had to do in order to, you know, be allowed to have certain relationships in my life. I had to do stuff even though I didn't feel it was right or I didn't feel like I should have. So I still do that every now and then. Not as often. It's still a work in progress, but it is okay to say, no, I don't want to do that. So.
Did friends teach you that?
Friends, did teach me that from Phoebe.
Or friends planted the seed, and then as you grew, you were able to catch on. Yeah? Is that fair to say?
Yeah, kind of, yeah. I was learning it, but then it just got reinforced when Phoebe said that.
Perfect. I love it.
Yeah.
Yay. Well, mine is what you focus on, you attract. What your energy and mindset is what is. And I know that sounds crazy to pull from everything that we said, but the Listen Lindas, like, literally are like half and half of shit I've already healed and mirrors that I need to still work on. Like, you know, some of it really resonated and some of it I don't even connect with anymore. And it's such a beautiful reminder, one, of how far I've come, and two, what you focus on is what comes in your space. That is what you bring more of. So change the way that you speak, change the inner dialogue that you have in your head, and you will change your whole world, which is why I started Rooted Reflections with affirmation anchors, which I have, I'm placing my first order at the end of this week. And so those will be available soon. Thank you.
I'm so excited for them to finally be here. I'm so excited.
I know. I'll have to use the sample ones that I had at the event, and maybe on our next episode kind of go through one of the packs and talk about that instead of do a tarot read.
Yeah.
Or something. So anyway, that was my takeaway, and I hope that helps someone realize that it's time to change the narrative of your life if things aren't going your way.
Do you know that is my business name, is Changing the Narrative?
I do, but I didn't say that because of it. But I love that. It was a good segue. Why don't you? That's my favorite.
Yeah. So Changing the Narrative is pretty much the umbrella that everything else that I do is underneath of that. So we can go into that another time, because I'd love to talk about all of that stuff, because I'm excited. I'm proud of myself, and I would love to brag about it because, you know, I can and I will.
I'm here for it. I love it.
So,
and I fully support it. So, so there.
Anywho, okay. Well, thank you everyone for sticking with us, and don't forget, you can find us on YouTube, Spotify, and wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. So with that, until next time, take what resonates, leave the rest, and remember, somewhere a lion in a Hawaiian shirt is cheering you on. Bye, everybody.